Welcome to Digital Marketing News for Wednesday, May 25th. I'm your host, Jay Osterholm. What we have seen in the Middle East lately is a massive change as a result of people being brought together and communicating through social media channels. Another story of change using social media caught our eye, this time in Saudi Arabia. Although no written law prevents women from driving in that country, a Saudi woman at the center of a social media campaign protesting a ban against female drivers has been rearrested after posting a video of herself on the internet driving. Religious rulings enforced by the police have been interpreted as a ban that keeps women, including foreign women, from driving in the country. Manal al-Sharif, who launched an internet campaign against the ban, posted a video clip of herself driving last week and was arrested on Saturday by religious police. As the Associated Press reports, she was released after signing a pledge to no longer drive. But authorities seized al-Sharif again on Sunday, accusing her of, quote, violating the public order. She is currently being held for 5 days as authorities investigate the case. Al-Sharif is one of the women behind Women to Drive, an internet initiative that calls for women to drive freely in Saudi Arabia. The campaign urges all Saudi women to go driving on June 17th. The campaign's original Facebook page gathered 12,000 supporters before it was removed. Since then, a copy of the page, Teach Me How to Drive So I Can Protect Myself, and additional pages supporting al-Sharif herself have appeared on the social network. Other pages have sprung up as a counter-protest saying that women who drive on June 17th should be prosecuted. So much of our economy is dominated now by online transactions, and Google is looking for ways to make those transactions even easier. Google is expected to announce a mobile payment platform that will let consumers wave their Android-based phones at the checkout counter to make payments, redeem coupons, and earn loyalty points, according to two reports. Bloomberg, in the first report, said the new technology will interact with near-field communication-equipped cash registers, in effect, turning those devices into virtual wallets. The second report from Wall Street Journal, participating retailers will include Macy's, American Eagle Outfitters, and Subway, yet it's unclear whether the rollout will be national or just in New York. In March, Bloomberg reported that thousands of stores in New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. would soon begin testing Google's NFC payment system. If Google enabled mobile payments this week, it would give Android a jump over Apple, which has reportedly decided not to include NFC in its iPhone 5 release. Meanwhile, at least one major retailer, Starbucks, isn't waiting for Apple or Google to institute a mobile payment system. Starbucks began offering that option in January via a downloadable Starbucks card app. The eG8 summit brought together some of the world's most influential technology leaders this week in an open discussion about the future of technology. Hosted by French President Nicolas Sarkozy, the eG8 attempted to establish a dialogue between the government and technology luminaries like Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, HTC's Peter Chow, DST's Yuri Milner, and Google's Eric Schmidt, to name just a few of the high-powered speakers that graced the stage at the event. So what was the big buzz from the summit? Social media monitoring firm Synthesio analyzed the Twitter buzz behind the event to find out who was talking about the eG8 and what quotes captured the most attention. Many of the 25,000 tweets about the forum focused on the comments from Sarkozy, who called for tighter regulation of the internet. The web's response was critical of his comments, of course, and Schmidt warned that governments should, quote, stay away from regulating brand new industries. The cost of generating revenue at LinkedIn has risen almost every year since 2006 and reached a worrying level of 31% of net revenue in the first quarter of this year, according to a new analyst report. Nevertheless, professional networking site LinkedIn went public on May 19th and plans to increase a proportion of its spends on future sales and marketing. According to its IPO prospectus, LinkedIn's sales and marketing costs amounted to 15.8% of net revenue in 2006, and that amount had increased to 24.3% by 2010. LinkedIn said, quote, we expect sales and marketing expenses to increase on an absolute basis as a percentage of revenue. Please check back tomorrow for an all-new episode of Digital Marketing News.